I'm really glad I come on today. I am. I had every intention of coming on today and streaming. Like I said, this has got to be done before my granddaughter's birthday. But I was sitting here for a little while, as you all know I do, humming and ahhing whether or not to press go live, and every single time that I do, it's always worked out well for me. One day my brain will realise, just do it, and no more thinking. Your birthday's in 18 days. There are certain words I won't use. 2 minutes on those games and I'll use all of them. So how old will you be, Offspring? Oh, actually, aren't you turning 60 this year? I think this is Offspring's 60th birthday. Oh, in 9 days. Nice. Half a century. Cheeky. You're 50 years young, are you, Kitty? Mine's 208 days. Wait, he's older than me? Yeah, we love that, don't we? We love the fact that he's older. Dear, I just, honestly, it brings a smile to my face when anybody is older than me. You're 30 this year. Wow, it's all downhill from there, mate. Oh, oh, it's all downhill from there. My suggestion to you is to stock up on some Viagra, right? Because you might not need it now, or you might, depending on who you are. But at some point, it's going to happen. And if you've got a stockpile, you can get ahead of the price scans. It's just a number. Wait, damn it. Finally, someone older than me on Twitch. Wait, damn it. No, I'm definitely younger. I am 48 years young. I am a beautiful, beautiful human being with amazing hair, really bad teeth, a dodgy back, plenty of mental health issues to last you throughout the years. Bad stomach, gallstone problem. I'm literally like, if this was eBay now, you'd be bidding millions to have me. Half a tab stops you when you touch. Yeah, exactly. That's a rest on it. Oh man, a pill, not a tablet. Oh dear. You gotta laugh. Laughter truly is the best medicine. Actually, do you guys know why that's a saying? We're gonna go facts with Mark. Today's question is, do you know why we have the saying, it's good to laugh? Laughter is the best medicine. Because nobody's typed yet, I'm guessing you don't, which means, because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Well, yeah, there is that, of course. So, okay, the reason why laughter is the best medicine is because if you just sit there all day long and just breathe normally, not exercising or anything, you just breathe normally, like most of us do, right? If we live sedentary lives, right? We get a build-up of carbon, I can't remember if it's carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide within our bodies, right? Did you know that when you laugh, you expel all of your carbon monoxide or dioxide, whatever it is, from your body, thus increasing your oxygen levels in your bloodstream, thus actually making you feel better and medically better? So there you go. Mark Buddy's fact of the week. And that is Googleable, and you will find that I'm right. So laughter truly is the best medicine. So literally, do you know what? I should change my name from Mark Buddy 143, right? Yeah, it does. It does elevate the heart rate too. Yeah, exactly. I should change my name to Dr. Buddy. How long do you think it'd be before I get taken down? And shot, probably. You burn more calories smiling than frowning. Yeah, exactly. And now I laugh all the time, so it just shows you how much I eat. Oh dear. But yes, little fun facts. It's kind of, do you know what? People say to me a lot of the time, how the bloody hell do you know this kind of stuff? And then I always come back and I say, I'd love to say it's because I'm really intelligent and I learn a lot about everything. When in actual fact, the God's to honest truth is I spend so much time awake and bored and I have nothing to do other than just to Google shit and actually find stuff out, learn, you know? And it's very, it's not like I'm an intelligent person. I've just read about it and I've absorbed the information and I remembered it. Useful but useless facts that you didn't want to know. Oh dear. Knowledge is definitely power. The more knowledge you have, the more power you have. Oh, my granddaughter. I've got to tell you all this yesterday. Whilst I unplugged, my granddaughter didn't. So she was on the iPad yesterday. And I was just observing her. Right? And she was on something. I couldn't even tell you what platform it was, but she was on something, right? And I was watching her and she has her earphones so loud I can literally hear them from the other side of the room. And I'm 48 years of age, so there was that. But there was she went on to this one thing. It might have been, I don't think it was TikTok. It was something that you could like on it or whatever, right? So it was this bloke and he turned around and he said, I'm going to read your mind. I'm going to read your mind, right? And then he's like, there was these numbers spinning around on the top. And then he says, oh, like, right, once you've got it in, you need to tap the screen twice to lock it in, right? And I watched her and she tapped the screen twice, all right? And I'm sitting there and I'm watching her, right? And then he turns around and he says, okay, right, okay. Now, I'm going to tell you what your prediction is. And if my prediction's right, you have to put a comment in there and tell me what it was that you think, tell me if it worked or not. Right, so I'm sitting there, and after a minute or so of him like building it up and whatever else, he said pasta. And my granddaughter's face, and she didn't know I was watching her. I promise you all, she didn't know I was watching her. My granddaughter's face and her eyes just lit up like, oh my god, this person actually did just read my mind, right? And she was about to put a comment down, and I stopped her, and I took the headphones off. And then I explained to her, I said what I did was then is I turned around and said, like, I bet I can tell you what he's going to say. So yeah, it's either TikTok or Instagram. So I said, I bet I can tell you what he's going to say when I do it. And she went, what's that? I said, I guarantee you now he's going to turn around and say pasta. And then she went, no, he won't. He said that to me. He's not going to say that to you. So I sat there and then I did it. And then he said, yeah, it was pasta. And she went, how did you know that? I said, because I'm a mind reader, right? And she went, well, yeah, how did you do it? I said, I'm not a mind reader. And then I literally sat there and I broke the whole video down as to what he did. Then I got her to, then I paused the little menu thing where you could search through what it was, the answers for. And then I said, what was your answer for 20 or 37? And she said, it's pasta. And then I did one and it come back as pasta. And I said, that was number 20, wasn't it? And she went, yeah. I said, what's the answer for 20? And she went, what? She said, and then she was looking, she went, it's pasta. And then I said, what's the answer for 43? We went on this and they were all pasta. And she said, I didn't notice. And then she got really angry. And I said, you know, when they said to you have to double press the screen to lock your answer in, what happens when you press the double screen? And she went, I don't know. And I said, it likes his post. Now I said to her, it's up to you now. But you liked his post. Did you want to do that? And now that you know that it was a scam to get you to actually click that button, what do you want to do? And bless her, on her own volition, she clicked the like button for it to go off. I was so proud of her. And I wasn't having a go at her. If she'd have chose to keep it on there, then fine. You know, she obviously enjoyed it, and, you know, she felt like that the guy deserved it. But when she realised that he didn't, and then I showed her how many likes he has got, and she just looked at me and I said, yeah. I said, so do you think all of them people out there actually liked his video, or do you think that he conned them into putting him on there? And then she turned around and said, condom. I said, and that's why Mummy and Daddy and I and Nanny, right, are so worried about you being on the internet, because you're too young to understand this. And she was just blown away by it. Really blown away by it. So much bullshit on the sites. Yeah, exactly. Manipulation with words. And it really is. And it's scary, you know. And the thing is like I was trying to take a couple of times. I was only joking with her, right? But I was just trying to see how she'd react. So I kept on trying to take the iPad away from her. And the strength in which she used to push my arm and my hand away was worrying. You know, it's like, hang on a minute, I'm the adult here. If I tell you can't do something, I'm doing it for your own benefit, or because you've been naughty. How dare you push my arm away? You know, but I wasn't doing it to be authoritative or an authoritarian. Sorry, I was just doing it to just see, and it was kind of scary for all of those so-called parents. And I do call them so-called parents because a lot of parents put their kids on iPads and stuff, you know, when it's not necessarily for a break. It becomes a habit, like, oh, you want 5 minutes to yourself or an hour to yourself to do something, rather than spend time with the kids, you'll put them on a tablet, right? And I'm not damning anybody for doing that, because we all need a little time out for ourselves, and you get precious little time away from the kids. So for your own sanity, you need to do something like that. So I understand it. But I'm talking about the parents that constantly just put their kids on iPads and tablets and just let them bring themselves up. And you're allowing that these people, these scammers and stuff, and they're not gaining anything other than a free like. But what you don't understand is that free like then makes that person more popular. And the more popular you become, unfortunately, we live in this day and age now where numbers attract numbers. Look at my streams. Like, I barely get as many views as some of the bigger guys, and that's kids are unbelievably strong these days, but they don't know it. Yeah, exactly. You know, and then you've elevated this person to a platform which they didn't deserve. He didn't earn them likes; he scammed them. I mean, I'm sorry, he didn't. You know, you can say, well, oh, it's only a like. Well, why are you getting all sort of, what's it about? It's not just a like. It's not just a like, it's all the other stuff that comes with it. That person then gets deals with like whatever the company is. Like, oh my God, you've had this many likes. We want you to advertise this. We want you to advertise that. We're going to pay you this and pay you that. And then they're big enough and have enough of a following for people to actually, for them to reach. It's just scary, really scary. And it starts with the kids. But what are you going to do, I guess? I've been in streams with lots of viewers, and the streamers barely react to people's comments. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. You know, like I had a friend, well, I say a friend, he's more of an acquaintance, right? He actually was kind of slating me. He said, oh, why'd you bother streaming? He said, you hardly ever get any views in there. Most I think I've ever seen in there was like 15 or whatever. What'd you bother with it for? And it's like, I bother with it because I enjoy doing it. He said, like, oh, and why, you know, your conversations in there, you know, I mean, they're not very interesting. Well, great. Don't watch me. I'm having fun with the people I'm talking to. I don't care what you think. You know, if I offended you or whatever else, and it was something that I'd done wrong, I'd apologise for it. But don't tell me how to do my stuff. And just because I'm not making loads of money or I'm not doing what you expect me to do, that's great. I'm not fed up about it. So why are you? You know, it's just, not everything you do has to come out saying. And he doesn't even read half the messages. Hang on a minute. Useful facts. Knowledge is definitely power. TikTok and Instagram manipulation with words. So much bullshit on these sites. Kids are unbelievably strong these days, but they don't know it. I've been in stream with lots of viewers, and the streamer barely reacts. And comments. Oh yeah, right, okay, yeah, Don. Yeah, he never reads his messages. Bit like me. I do it every now and again, but what's this? It's like my son's got ADHD and autism, and he screens and he enjoys screen time. But I'm usually sat with him and reacting with him about what the videos he's seeing. But well, and that's good parenting. But don't get me wrong, right? I don't also damn a parent that doesn't have the time to do it, right? Please don't take this as I'm attacking any demographic of people. The people that I'm attacking know who they are. They're the ones that literally have the time to be with their kids, but are prioritizing, oh, I'm going to go and sit here and I'm going to play this game for 10 hours. You can just sit there on the iPad and take yourself to the toilet and I'm not going to bother doing anything. You know, you know I'm not attacking you. My cats can attest to that. But people do basic sounds because they know I'll jump. Yeah, they do that with me, and sometimes don't react. Simply engrossed in the game. Yeah, exactly. I am. I'm completely engrossed in it after time. Oh, Don, like he actually puts in his streams now, which I'm thinking about nicking because, like, you know, that's me. I just plagiarise everything. But he puts in there that Don has the reading age of a 2-year-old, which is a lie because we all know it's a 1-year-old, right? I'm just going to call it out there, Don. It had to be done. Sorry, buddy, but you know, it is what it is. But he says, like, feel free to put the comment back in again because, like, you look at the bigger streamers, they're always pissed off with people that do that. Oh, don't put this in. Or you get some uppity mod that thinks he's going to become hugely famous or really rich for doing it, when really he's getting nothing all out of it. He's just doing it to be, you know, nice, right? Turns out I'm bad with numbers too. Yeah, exactly. But I'm a small streamer. You know, and I probably will always stay a small streamer. But you know what? I love the fact that I know each and every one of you in my stream right now. I love the fact that we're having this conversation. And when you guys come back in here, it just makes me so happy. And that's what I get out of it. You could say I'm being selfish because I'm getting something out of it. And maybe that's true. But I don't think that my actions of doing that are necessarily bad. I mean, let's be honest, if we all had a bit more money, none of us would be sat here watching this now. We'd all be out on our jet skis or driving our Ferraris, just like the elites do. But, you know, we're not. So we're sat here and we're conversing with each other. What's scary is the new law that was passed today, which is the social protection rights or something, which basically gives anybody the right to close you down or, you know, arrest you for saying things against other people or whatever else, blah 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 blah. I'll just give up. You stream, you chill. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I do. You ain't selfish, you know, you stream, you chill. If it wasn't for Mark getting to know me in a chat, he wouldn't have learnt new things from me. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. And I did learn new things from him. I learned to block people. And I learned to be more selective in future about who I talk to. Yeah. What do you mean? I think it's gotten completely Korean, to be honest with you. I really do. And I'm going to say it out loud. I don't care what anybody else thinks or says. You know, I absolutely do. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Offspring. Yes. What a lovely thing to say. That was so eloquently put. Oh. You're so loquacious. I had someone send me a dick pic in stream chat made of letters and numbers. Oh, I'm well, you said you didn't want the real thing anymore. You were very specific with that, Kitty. So I just can't win with you, can I? It didn't block her, yeah, because it'd be funny. It was funny, and the effort went into it 10 out of 10. And I said I can't get the real thing. Well, you know, I mean, that's because you don't live close enough. Just saying, just throwing it out there, Bob's a good friend. Is he your electric powered friend? Is he like is he your, I can't even say it, I'm trying to laugh. Is he is he your battery operated Dyson for clearing out? Oh dear. I love it when they come out with the bald comments. If I'm gonna fold in the heat of tears, I'm bald. I knew it before you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the worst part of it is, right, is that people will. I never take the mickey out of people for their obvious flaws. Like, I've never called Offspring ugly, even though it's obvious, right? No, but no, I always look out for the other things. Like, I'd rather like ruin your life with polka, for argument's sake, Don, because it's much funnier, doing that. But the problem is that people that take the mickey out of you for something that you have no real control over, they're doing that because they're of limited intelligence. And I've always viewed people that way, and I've always felt sorry for them. And it's like, oh, you fat twat. Oh, is that the best you can do? There's so many other things you could have turned around and said about me. And you chose to do the easiest one. So what I'll do is I'll go, oh no, I'm fat, there you go. If you had your gratification there for saying that, and usually they usually get the ump at that point. Are you taking the piss out of me? And it's like, yes, I am. And I say it really slowly, like I'm talking to a moron. Ah, oh dear. Or my other one that I love to use is they go, God, you and are fat. And then I usually go, congratulations. And then they sort of look at me with this frowny face to say, like, I've just insulted you, right? And it's like, what are you congratulating me for? It's like, well, there's nothing wrong with your eyes. Well done. That usually stops them in their tracks. Blue, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you in here today, buddy. You get yourself a great night's sleep. Look after those cats. Look after yourself. And I will speak to you very soon.